And I hear we didn't play inspired. You don't think our defense and special teams played inspired? You don't get how anybody think that those guys didn't play great? Shoot, we played inspired football. We didn't play good on offense. Played pathetic on offense. But our guys played inspired. Oh, in 2008, and I just was going back. If you can remember, we lost a lot of production. How did we win the opener? Anybody know? Defense. We won defense. Defense scored 2 touchdowns. We had 205 yards, I think, of offense in 2008. And later on, the next game, we didn't play well. We inserted Randall, and we ended up putting the ball in the end zone, and then a couple of times, and then we played. Actually, the first game was against Louisville. We had to score 2 touchdowns on defense to get going, and they set up another one. So we won with defense and special teams, and then we had to hang on in the third game against a Sun Belt team also that. We had to tackle a guy on the 2-yard line as time ran out. Well, just give us time. And we said this going into the season too to our defense, as you guys got to curious until this offense catches up, because we got some unknowns. We'd seen some things in practice that got us excited. We didn't see anything in this game that got us excited, obviously. But there's nothing wrong with winning with defense and special teams. This place has been accustomed to scoring a lot of points, but when we went into that game right before the game, when I heard one of our coaches, we can just win 6-3. I mean, and sometimes you got to win games like that. Now, offensively, you want to score more points than that, and we expect them to. Okay, but we're 1-0. How many teams out there 1-0? Only half of them. Exactly how I envisioned. Exactly what our whole defense. I thought our whole defense played well, but I think Winston Guy and Danny, you starting to see more guys starting to play like Winston Guy and Danny. And our defense, they played as fast and as and with great effort as I've seen in a long time. It's infectious. You see those 2 guys playing that way, and both those guys are pros. We tell our guys, carry yourself like a pro. You got to come to work with your pad in hand and be there early, pay attention. When you're not in, pay attention. And those 2 guys, they do that. I mean, those guys are into the game, they're into practice, and you're starting to be infectious. It's starting to we're starting to get a whole defense that does that. That's a position that we think will be one of our strengths on defense before long. That 99 played as good as anybody that we've had around here. We think he's got a chance to be a big time player. We played Taylor in there at 3 technique some, and when we play Taylor in there, he's a move guy. He's not a guy that's going to stand in there toe to toe, and that's what he does best is move. So we would slant, angling him outside. He did a good job, and then the young guy Coleman. I think he's got a chance to be a really good player also. We played at the nose, played Luke, who's maybe one of the craftiest guys out there on the football field. He's not very big, but he understands how linemen set, and he works off of how they set. And then PC Cobble is a load inside, So, we got the perfect combination of 3 techniques. We have 3 techniques in nose. Got 5 guys. If another guy gets his stuff right, does what he's supposed to do, then we should have even more depth there. But until then, we got 5 guys. But those guys played really good inside. Alvin Dupree, Bud is what he wants to go by. So Bud played really, really well. For a guy going in his first time, he played stand-up. Played the position that Ridge Wilson plays, and then in some speed packages, he plays with his hand down, and got a hit on the quarterback once. I actually flushed the quarterback another time, so we think he's got a chance to be a good player, and it's really good to see some young guys like Tyler Browsey. Malcolm McDuffin went in the game, also got some reps. Lowry got in the game in critical times too, and also the DB 28. Okay, she's Dixon. Dixon got in the game also during critical times. The whole game was critical times. So I mean, none of them played mop-up roles. The whole game was critical, and so it was good to see those guys and how they responded. And they all got lined up, and they all looked like they was playing fast. McDuffin, I mean, he's learning. He knows what's going on. The thing he did is on the special teams. He played with great effort. And again, he played 7 plays on our punt team, gave us great effort. We got to find a bigger role for a guy like that. Another guy that went in the game on the special teams that gave us great effort is Alvin Davis. Alvin Davis's role will start to expand. We'll try to get him on some more special teams. We'll try to get him in some packages on defense because, I mean, if a guy is tough and a guy is physical and a guy gives you effort, in any one of those 3, you got to find a spot. That's the coach's job to find a spot for him. But if you don't get that from a guy, then you shouldn't be complaining about playing time.